Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today guys, I've got a ladder game. It is between GunFiBanDa, which is the most awesome yet confusing name that I believe is meant to sound like Kung Fu Panda, who is up against AI's Tarra, who is of course the blue Protoss in the top right. So PvP, which should be awesome fun, and now I've got to choose. Am I going to shorten GunFiBanDa to Banda or Gunfu? I think I'm going to go with Gunfu. I like Gunfu. I think that works because it sounds quite cool. Banda I will mix up with Panda, I know. Definitely every time I say it in the action. So, Tarra v Gunfu. Gunfu and Tarra both have different options available to them. This map is actually quite awesome. I really like it, due mainly to this quite large cliff area, due to the fact there's lots of different entrances to all the bases, due to the fact there's lots of different paths through the center as well. It makes things really quite exciting and makes lots of strategies viable. And when you've got lots of strategies, and when you've got lots of things that both players could be doing, you get exciting, unpredictable games, and that is brilliant, not only to watch but to cast as well. So I hope you're all buckled in, feeling happy, feeling settled down and ready. Of course, for the early game, they should go for very similar things, both getting down pylons, both getting down gateways, which is kind of the staple of what you've got to do early game PvP. There's not much variation other than building a pylon followed by a gateway. It's pretty much the standard of what you can do. But yes, first variation already coming down. Oh, slightly earlier gas by like a whole 5 seconds, which 5 seconds at 2 minutes into the game is huge. The snowball effect from that will be massive. It could make or break the game. No, it won't, but it may do. It is always a possibility. Anyway, the obvious question, 4-gate incoming. It's always the possibility. It's always something you've got to be sitting there thinking, is it, isn't it, who knows. 3-gate Blinkstalker, that's a possibility. An Immortal push, it's a possibility. Stargate pressure, it's a possibility. There's possibilities everywhere. Stargates are probably going to be my least likely option, just due to the fact there's not that much dead space. So I don't think we'll be seeing that, but we could do. Anything could happen. Second gas now en route for both players. Ooh, that rules out a 4-gate. 4 gates do not happen with 2 gas. That is what you should take away from this. Any Protoss player who's like, hey, am I going to get 4-gated? Paranoid about laddering against another Protoss. You just look for the second gas, and if you see that, they're not 4-gating you. And if they do, they're doing it wrong. Wrong. And that's what you should tell them when you die to it. Second gateway coming up for both players. My goodness, it's like they're copying each other. And it's actually very similar building placement. That's slightly more forward. That pylon's slightly more to the side. If it was there, they'd be absolutely identical, but still they're building in a very similar position, very similar times. This second pylon different though, and I like this pylon placement a lot. I like it ever so much. Do you know why I like it so much? Because it gives you vision, and vision is important because then you can see if something's going to come and kill you, namely Blinkstalkers, whether they're going to come up here or anything like that. Another pylon could also come down here to give you yet more vision, because vision wins game, especially if you've got vision in your opponent's base. Then you know what they're doing, and Tarra has just not scouted. He's just like, you're probably going to 4-gate me, so what's the point of even coming to look? 2 gateways, chrono boosting out lots of stalkers. This is going to be a nice little push. We've got, of course, the warp gate tech coming down. We do have Gunfu sitting there at the moment with his probe. This stalker is checking for the scariest thing you can see in this matchup, which is, of course, a pylon outside your base, a Twilight Council now en route for Gunfu. So that means Blink. Meanwhile, no inclination of Tarra getting down a Twilight Council for the moment, but of course, that was not going to last long, because here it is. Twilight Council is en route. It's going to be coming. It's going to be Blink v Blink. Stalker v Stalker. Micro v Micro. One base v one base. Because, of course, being PvP, as the sayings go, whoever expands first loses. Whether or not that is true, I will leave up to your own expert opinions. I will not wade in on the matter. But what I do know is Blinkstalker v Blinkstalker is possibly the ultimate display of skill you could ever have. Because it just comes down to... I'd actually say Blinkstalker v Blinkstalker is more skillful than Ling Bling Wars, purely based on the fact that Ling Bling Wars are so quick, you can just misclick slightly and lose everything, and I find that slightly lucky. Blinkstalker v Blinkstalker though, it's all about the positioning, it's all about the Blink micro, and who can do it better. So, as a result, it's because it's a slightly slower pace, but it's just as intense. It can be fun. All these Stalkers, are they going to get in? There's 3 Stalkers out of position. What's going to happen? 3 Stalkers against 2. That first big 3 Stalker volley is going to help. That Stalker needs to get micro back with micro. He doesn't micro, but he does get a Stalker. Reinforcements coming in. We're going to see more Stalkers get taken down. Ooh, this is good times for Gunfu, who is definitely definitely getting the better engagement there. As you can see, Tara losing precisely one Stalker more than that of his opponent, and that is a big loss. Tara, though, getting up an Immortal. He's chrono boosting that Immortal out. He's doing exactly what he needs. Meanwhile, we've got an Observer getting chrono boosted out, because observers observe things, and if you can observe, you get vision, and what did I say? Vision wins game, especially when you have Blink, which is of course nearly finished for GunFiBanDa. There we go. So he can blink up here, he can be aggressive. The ramp has got to be holding. I realize I said wamp rather than ramp there. It's not that I have a speech impediment, it's just that I'm getting slightly too excited about seeing Blink Stalkers, because everyone loves Blink Stalkers. Look at them coming, the pylon, the Warpins. Ooh, the Warpins, all the Stalkers. What's the Stalker count at? 11 to 4. But that's not the whole story, because there's 3 Zealots, a Sentry, and an Immortal out for Tara, and he's gonna have a second Immortal. It's chrono boosting, it's half done. When is this push gonna come? The push is gonna be the threatening part. We do have the Observer on its way over for GunFiBanDa right now, the main ramp. It's gonna get force fielded. It's gonna get a force field. Is it gonna get a force field? Apparently not. That pylon's gonna get taken down. That's gonna supply block, but just in time, the Immortal does hit. The Immortal is out, and well, that Immortal could be desperately important to hold this off. Those 2 Immortals are going to do so much damage, but a big forward blink on top of the Immortals could do the essential damage the GunFiBanDa needs right now. But well, let's look at the probe count. 23 to 29. Tara definitely with a better economy right now. But if we look at the army supply, Tara winning that as well with these 2 Immortals. What is GunFiBanDa going to do? GunFiBanDa, what are you doing? Oh, you get a little volley off. You try and get away. Did you lose a Stalker? No, you didn't. One gets down to half health, though. This is tense. This is mighty dangerous for both these 2 players. All it's going to take is one badly timed blink from GunFiBanDa, one little bit of Immortal miscontrol from Tara, and this game could be over. But Tara boldly moving forward and moving backwards. GunFiBanDa going the approach of sitting still, because it takes less time and less energy. But Tara moving forward. Oh, he does nearly get a Stalker. That Stalker with a very lucky blink there does manage to survive by the skin of his teeth. Meanwhile, the natural base coming out for GunFiBanDa. Going for the strategy, going for the thought process that expanding first does not necessarily mean you lose. The 3rd Immortal is now out. And of course, this is dangerous. 3 Immortals are going to absolutely destroy Stalkers. It's going to be painful to watch, but in they come. GunFiBanDa blinking back. He's like, no, I'm getting out of here. But a good blink down by Tara, potentially losing a couple of units. May have been too risky, and he is losing quite a few things right now. And as we can see, Tara didn't actually come out that well from that engagement, but the Immortals are coming in, and the Immortals are going to help. Picking off that pylon is good news. Will this pylon get spotted? We will wait and see. Looking down, though, we do still see Tara trying to zone out his opponent, trying to get control of this area so he can get his natural base up. But for the time being, while he is succeeding, he is not completely comfortable yet. He's still keeping his units poking, prodding around, making sure he knows where GunFiBanDa is. And GunFiBanDa has nearly finished his natural. The time, the Tara is only just starting his 29 probes apiece. And well, we're going into stage 2 of this game, which is of course the part where they each have twice the number of places as they did before. But a good blink down, some good Stalker damage done right there by Tara. But as we can see, GunFiBanDa trying to go round, trying to get out of position. Another forward blink, gets a Stalker for free, and well, still the Stalkers move forward. Still the Immortals move forward. The Zealots. GunFiBanDa now in complete retreat. He's got his own Immortals coming out, but he's only got 1 of them. 1 Immortal, v of course 3 Immortals is never a fair fight. What's the Stalker count looking like? 9 against 10 of Tara. Tara definitely with the far superior army at the moment. The only real advantage going right now for GunFiBanDa is he has 1 more Sentry, which means he's got a couple more force fields potentially. He could split this army in half. Tara does have to be careful. They're both doing microscopical trading, a unit here, a unit there, but it will all matter in the end. We do have the natural base up though for GunFiBanDa. The natural base nearly finished for Tara, and he's warping in back at his natural because he doesn't have a forward pylon, so that means that he is unable to warp in reinforcements directly, and means he may be forced to pull back. Doesn't look like he's got the chance he wanted to move forward. But up come the Stalkers. I'm not sure this is a great move. He tries to get a couple of shots off, blinks back, and well, luckily he gets away with the Stalker. With all those Immortals there, if they did focus down a single unit, it would have died pretty much instantly. He could have run into some bombs. But here comes the probe transfer. Looking at the probe count, 33 to 29 now. Obviously that is good news for the Red Protoss player, because the better economy does tend to win. But this is the next major milestone, a Robotics Bay. That means Colossus are going to be hitting the field. It is coming out sooner for Tara, and Tara is now the aggressor, and this is one of these incredibly fun engagements. And Tara with the blink positioning, is he going to go straight for the robotic facility? He is. He could do a lot of damage here. He's going to be able to snipe it off very comfortably and get away with the blink back should he want to. And well, that is exactly what you want to be doing here. And Tara suddenly coming in and sniping a key bit of tech. That means the Colossi for GunFu are going to be so much later. We've got probes getting taken out, we have got gas taken out, and there goes the Stalker away with absolutely no losses. GunFu is now definitely at a very, very large disadvantage due to just how much his robotics bay is going to be delayed should he want to go up into Colossus Tech. And well, as we're clearly seeing Terra taking a huge lead. He also killed out 5 probes though as well, which means that he has taken a absolutely astronomical advantage in the work count of a whole 10, which in PvP is pretty damn huge. Looking at the income, we can see straight away that Terra is dominating in both the mineral and gas incomes, and that is great news for him. He's getting out the first Colossus. No chrono boost coming down yet. We do of course have a second robotics facility as well. So are we going to be seeing double Colossi? We very well may. We've got more gateways coming down. The Forge just finishing up. Looking back here though for GunFu, he's only got those 3 gateways, and that is pretty much it. He's got 3 gates compared to the 4 gates of Terra, whose army is now looking slightly smaller, but with a lot more probes, and it looks like GunFu is coming over some aggression, and he has got a lot of Stalkers in there, and this could be a pretty tough engagement. We see Terra trying to position himself in a good place. The single Colossus is trying to get chrono boosted out ASAP. The second one being produced as well, and if GunFu waits too long, that Colossus is going to be in range, and that is really going to make a big amount of difference because it's got so much damage. But if some good blinks come off, if some good focus fire comes down on that Colossus, it's not going to be able to do too much. But as we can see, GunFu is trying to hold back. He's trying to be a bit more defensive for the time being. We've got the Observer for Terra seeing everything. There's some more force fields on their way down, trying to stop more of this. With a blink forward, the Colossus does get sniped very, very quickly. Immortal's getting focused as well. We've got more waves of warpins coming down. The Stalkers are taking a lot of damage. Some sentries are being held back. Stalkers for both players are on move. The second Colossus now hits the field, and that is going to force GunFu back. Terra at 110 supply to the 74 of GunFu. Oh my god, indeed. This is tough. GunFu still going forward. He's blinking like crazy. He's trying his best. The Immortal's soaking up so much damage, but there comes a forward blink from Terra, and he is going to be able to snipe off all of those Immortals. And there is the game. Terra with the brilliant timing, brilliant tech up. That blinking, sniping off the robotics facility in GunFu's main was awesome. I loved it. I hope you boys and girls did as well. And yeah, you should like the video, leave a cool comment and subscribe, and I will catch you all tomorrow for yet another new cast. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.